All right, everybody. So let's quickly take a look at certain markets. Some are setting up and pretty obvious. So this is corn. We see on the left-hand side you have weekly and daily downtrends, and so it's very straightforward: daily downtrend, weekly downtrend. But here you have this pullback on the hourly, and you had some selling from an upthrust from this position right here. And you have your ease of movement. And it's not really that much ease of movement, but it's the biggest in 37 bars right here. And then it caused this selling pressure. Now, as the market comes back up, it has to absorb this resistance. That 49 and that 47 and that's 75, after which there was ease of movement to the downside, meaning this is distributive action. Right here you have distribution, you have a break, now you have a pullback into that area. Now the only thing that concerns me is like there's some base over here, and a lot of times they base the spring and then rally back up. So I'm not sure if this is that situation. To me, it looks like distribution. And I want to see how the market reacts up here to see if it rejects this and sellers come in. So this is just an area I want to see what happens, because right now it looks like this, it pulled back, they sold, established a distributive position and broke. So let's just see. There is a lot of volume here, so that is a little concerning, because you don't want them to buy from the low. And the other, on the bull side, the other thing is this ease of movement. That's also not good. But again, these are from, these lows. So to me, when they do this, it's basically, profit taking. So they have their short positions up here. They sell, pull back, goes back to that low point. What do they want to do? Cover. Cover creates a bounce. That bounce looks like it's buying, but it's just short covering. The short covering goes to a level of resistance, and then the sellers come back, pounce on it, and you want to see if they're going to pounce on it. And if they do, you want to see if they establish the short or reestablish the short, go back down. All right. So this is getting very interesting. Market rally and built all of this up here. So this is some overhead resistance, but the trend is up. The trend is up. We'll see if they pull back. Right now it's in a pullback position. So typically this is an excellent position to start looking for reaccumulation to go back up. However, this time they had this big box right here, and you have significant volume. This is a pretty big print, the 73. That's 73 times, I think, 10,000 up here contracts, and they just sold. So this is the level I'm looking at right here to see if the buyers come back in. Right now it's in a pullback position. Buyers should come back in, but they haven't yet. There's no evidence to say that they've done it. And I think it's because the news tomorrow, so they're just exiting the longs, profit taking. But this looks a little distributive to me. I won't know until I see buying here. So if there's buying, then I'll look for a move back up to continue trend. Otherwise, I don't really know. So the support is at that level that I'm just mentioning. See very clearly right here, the 41.14. See that? Just look at this base. It's 49.14. A very nice base. Break. We'll just see, if the base can hold, that reaccumulation area can hold. And if it's going to go back up. This is Gold, it was a really nice opportunity. You see the, the daily, weekly, it's an uptrend. It went into a spring position right here on the daily, right here. See the daily? Look what happened. As it went in spring position, ease of movement. Boom! This is your change of behavior. And, it doesn't mean the trend is going to go all the way up, but typically there's a bounce. So this just set up the pop, and it popped. But now, I don't know what's going on here. It might go back down. I don't like the way it reacted back up. Yes, it's a trade, but no, it's not the way I expected. And over here, you have ease of movement to the downside. So again, I think it's all this new stuff, right? So where are the bases to, because there could be some selling here. As you can see right here, there's some distributive action. How do I know? You got big volume followed by ease of movement to the downside. What is that? That's distribution and then removing the buy orders, which allows for ease of movement to the downside with the big red bar. So now the question is, as that has followed through to the downside, whether these bases, these support levels, the market, they just reaccumulate more to take it back up. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. So this is also pretty interesting because oil, if you take a look here, it's turning trend. You have a breakout to the upside right here. Okay, so you might get a pullback, but then test the breakout. But after that, it's still it's going higher. I mean, the weekly bar is pretty strong right here. The daily bar is not that strong. It's the biggest in 8 bars, 8 days. Took out this high, broke out, had fall through. So I'm looking for a pullback to test and see if that holds. This right here is an area where they started selling to set up the pullback. Again, to set up the pullback. So I'm not sure how much of a pullback there's going to be. The base is at these levels. And there's a lot of buying activity right here. 164, this is all buying activity. So yeah, I'm not sure that, how much of a pullback it's going to have, because as soon as it went to try to take out this low, it was immediately bought, and with a big bar, the biggest bar in 41 consecutive bars and 18 green bars. Again, this bar here is the biggest in 41 bars, and the biggest, if you're just looking at green bars, is the biggest in 18 green bars. So this is a valid spring. We just want to see how the test of that spring holds and what it has in store for price action tomorrow. All right, so we'll take a look at that. That's all I got. And again, look at the spring here, yeah. And on the lower time frame, look at the buying here. It went crazy. So they set up the pullback on the hourly here with the selling. Went down, put it in a spring position, and look at the buying that emanated. Someone's buying the spring. It's that simple. If you have big wave, spring position, big wave becomes big bar, meaning coming back to the range, meaning the downside of having lower prices was rejected in favor of coming back within the range of higher prices. That's what this did. So now we just wait to see how it pulls back, and it'll just offer the opportunity. All right, that's all, folks. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.